Hello and welcome. My name is Malia Lim, and I am here to help women in STEM be confident leaders. And today I want to talk about applying for jobs, specifically a mistake that many of you are making that could seriously be detrimental, not just to applying for jobs and getting a position, but like actually identity theft and all of that. Yes, I am talking about scamming. This is a real thing. I was just on the phone with a woman the other day who's applying for jobs. She posted on LinkedIn and she got hit. Y'all, do not let this happen to you. So, I want to give you guys some advice today. This is going to be a real short one. And if you need help applying for jobs, specifically the networking piece around it, because applying is not applying is just shooting your shot and sending it into the ether. We have to have strategies around how we're going to land that job, right? So, okay, when applying for jobs, feel free to post on LinkedIn, and if you post on LinkedIn, what you should be saying is like, I'm excited for new opportunities. I bring these skill sets to the table. I'm looking for work specifically with these titles and these industries, whatever. Like, be as specific as you can so people can either share that post or what have you. Don't just say, I need help, somebody help me. That doesn't, like, somebody who's looking for a self-starter type of employee is not going to read that and say, "Oh, that's my person." No, like, you want it to be an appealing post that is motivating and showcases your skill sets and really just puts you front and center as a potential candidate, not as like a pity party. Okay, so that's just the LinkedIn tip number one. But when you post on LinkedIn or you're applying on LinkedIn or Indeed or some of these other sites that are third party, please be careful and always verify that the job is also posted on the company site. And my tip to you today is apply directly to the company site. I personally, I love LinkedIn, Indeed, all these places. They make it easy with the one click and all of that. Applying should be one step within an overall strategy. And I realize that applying on a company website makes it a little bit more difficult. Now you have to copy paste things in, you have to fill out their forms, and you have to, reformat things and all this other little extra steps that go along with it. But if you're strategizing properly, the actual application should be happening in parallel or after your networking and your foot is already in the door. So that extra work that it takes shouldn't feel like extra work because it's part of the overall strategy. And you shouldn't be applying to, hundreds of jobs. That would be not sustainable, right? Like, we should really be focusing on, I say, 10 to 15 companies, industries, positions, what have you, and really start to strategize around those roles, network around those roles, which is why I have my masterclass next month. But the application, I would recommend, and this is why I'm coming on here today, because after hearing about the scammers, this is a whole thing, y'all. They will take your identity and run with it. And the thing is, I don't even understand, because it's like you're looking for a job, so it's not like you have a whole bunch of money in your bank account. It's not like, what are they stealing? They're stealing somebody who is not employed. I cannot pretend to tell you that I understand, but it is happening, and it is rough, and it is scary. It is scary because as a professional, you want to enter these spaces and come with your best foot forward, and you're hopeful, and you're looking for opportunities, and then somebody reaches out to you. Oh, I'm a recruiter. Oh, I'm a hiring manager. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Send me your information. And you're like, "Yes, I can do that." Be careful. Please be careful. Okay. Do not share any sensitive information with somebody, especially if you have not verified that that role is on the website of the company and that that person is legit connected to that company. Okay. You need to verify those things. And to be quite honest, I don't think it's rude to ask. Okay, if you are a recruiting agency, like, can I look at your website? Can I look at some of your recommendations or some of the clients you've worked with. Because as a professional, you want to work with other professionals. And if they don't have anything to show you that they are who they say they are, or they do what they say they do, red flags. Okay. So please, please, I know it's so easy to apply on these third-party sites. I think is a great way to search for jobs. But if you find a position that you like, I would highly recommend that you go to the actual company website and apply there in parallel or after you have already started your networking strategy, so that you can have the person-to-person referral and get your foot into the door. You need to be doing those things, as otherwise, even if you make it past the AI screening, which, by the way, if that's news to you, welcome to 2025. Okay. Companies are using AI to screen their applicants because they are getting large volumes of applications. Okay. So first of all, you have to make it past the AI screening. Secondly, once you make it past the AI screening, they're still receiving hundreds of applications. And so if your name is not told to the person who receives these applications, like, hey, go search for Sarah's application, and then they can go in and like search for you, how are you going to stand out? You're just going to be another line on this Excel sheet or whatever it is, however they export it, right? So you have to be networking, you have to be doing those things in order to stand out, in order to get your foot into the door and get those opportunities just to interview, just to apply. It's work to find work. It is work to find work. I'm sorry, but it is. Okay. And so I don't want you guys trying to do volumes games. It is not a numbers game. That's not how finding a job works anymore. It is all about relationships. It is all about how you present yourself as a professional. And I understand that it is a tough market right now and you can have your hopes high, but please, please do not fall into the scammers' traps. All right, y'all? So that's my tip for today. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Apply on the company website. Make sure you're networking. If you need help networking, please sign up for my masterclass. It's next month. I'm going to give you scripts on how to reach out to people, what types of positions you need to be reaching out to, what you can do to get connections accepted, to get talking with these people, what to be asking them, and how to use their answers to help you craft your resume, to craft your answers for your interview so that you can stand out as the obvious choice candidate when you do apply, which is why they go parallel together. Okay. So, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I wish you all the best. It is tough out there right now, but with the right strategies, you can absolutely do it. So be safe. And until next time, stay savvy. You guys like my hat? My turban? Yeah, she's cute, right?